Hey, well, Ken folks, unfortunately, we are back. We back. It's a rainy day. My head is still pounding. The headache will not leave. Um, but we got that full phone call between Angela and Marcus, and that is courtesy of Giorgio says. Somebody gave it to Giorgio. You know, Giorgio be getting it. And so the full phone call is out, and we're going to get right on into it. Housekeeping, real quick, y'all. Greet everybody. Everybody be friendly, be nice, be sweet. Good to see you. We love you. Happy Tuesday. Is this a Tuesday? Happy Tuesday, July 1st. Happy new month. May your new month bring the blessings of the Lord on your life and all that good stuff. Um, Remember to hit the like button, put your like number in the chat. Remember to hit your engagement button on the bottom right hand side, the circle with the heart emoji, and send them bubbles up because y'all know I'm sensitive. I ain't got time to stop to do no Duolingo. I don't feel up to it. I did 2 lives yesterday, 1 live later last night when we got the information from Marcus's friend Alex with his receipts. And now we got the full phone call. So we finna get into this full phone call. What I need you all to do, if you will, get your notebooks and get your pens. We will be stopping periodically to make sure everybody has their notes so that we can go over this call. We are going to break this call down like an oxtail bone, fresh out the slow cooker. We're going to break it down like an oxtail, fresh out of the slow cooker. We're going to get the meat out from in the little bitty crevices. We're going to get all of it, okay? Once and for all. I heard a little bit, but I said, let me stop so we can all go through it together. Let's get our notes fresh together. That way it ain't no, oh, Nitra heard and I didn't hear. We're going to make sure we hear it together, okay? And y'all know the rules. Be respectful of everybody. No bickering, arguing, or disrespect of any kind in my chat will ever be tolerated. Please respect your moderators. They're here to make sure you have a pleasurable and fun experience, and nobody is going to bother you and make you uncomfortable. And likewise, we can't do that to other people, okay? Respect your host, because I don't feel good. I've been feeling like crud for the last few days, but we got to get through this mess because they keep throwing it at us, all right? And we don't have no choice but to get through it if y'all want me to keep reviewing this show, because y'all know me. We got to dig through the lies so we know what the truth is, because I'm not going to be reviewing a pack of lies and have me repeating stuff that ain't true and putting a lie on me too, okay? So be aware. As always, your fave is not somebody else's and vice versa. So don't y'all argue with each other over these people, and don't get upset with me because I don't like none of them. Nobody's safe with me. If I catch you wrong, I'm dragging you, okay? And y'all know we don't support lying over here. We don't practice lying over here. And if we catch somebody lying, you know what time it is. Okay. So all I can tell you is pray for them. All right. Let me greet y'all real quick and we're going to jump right into this video. Anybody that come late, don't be scared. We probably going to have to run it back more than once. Okay. All right. Here we go. Mo. Hey girl, thank you for being like number one. Miss Lovely T is in the house. She number three. We got Bianca the Beautiful holding the chat down, our head archangel, keeping it safe in here. All right, she's telling y'all to get your water, get your seats. And I say get your pen and get your notepads if you got time. If you're at home, because we gotta get this conversation straight. Who said what, when, and to who. Miss Nisi, thank you for being number four. Happy to be happy is number six, and we glad you made it. Auntie Eva is number seven. I sure appreciate you. Glad you're here. We got my girl, Fly Gray Streaks. Hey, sis. Thank you for being number nine. I'm so happy to see you. Our sis don't get to hang with us that often because a lot of times I don't come on early enough. And, you know, she be having stuff going on just like the rest of us. DSD Crazy. She's here for the reflection corner. Something tells me we might need it. Anjanetta Porter, thank you so much, sis, for being number 8. Miss Gardner, that's my good sis. She number 16. Country Girl Queen coming in at 15, and I sure appreciate you. D. Seratinas is 17. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Cultivate with Carl. My sweetheart is number 20. Thank you, my love. Who else we got up in here? DV, hit the button at the same time. Thank you for being 20. Nicola, hey, baby. Watching from the Trinidad. All right. All the way from the island of Trinidad. Welcome. Lord, now it's storming out there. I want y'all to say a prayer that Xfinity don't act a fool, because we got to get through this phone call with Angela and Marcus. We got to get through it. LaPrice, where you been, sis? Good to see you. Thank you for being number 26. You've been gone so long. You going to be 61 this month. All right. Praise him. Hey, U.S. Army Rat, thank you for being 27. Sis on the phone clocking in. Okay, and she is also, she got her wrench now. And y'all know she just like Bianca. They quick draw McGraw. They'll pop you, so everybody behave. Yep. Yep. Yeah, off cold, all that can get you in trouble. So don't say nothing anti-black woman. Don't do nothing funny. Because these sisters, they ain't playing. They ain't playing. So we finna get on into this. Let's go and share the screen. Ain't no need in wasting time. Y'all know why we here. Phone call has been released. The full 15-minute phone call between Angela Oakley and Marcus, the messy gay fella that came on the show with that stuff. Hey, Linda V, thank you for being 29, baby. And we finna get into this phone call. So get y'all pen. I got my pen. I got my notebook. We're going to take notes and we're going to keep it straight. Hey, Auntie Kim, how you doing, baby? Thank you, thank you. Y'all hit the like button, share the video, like the video. Let's get into this thing right now. I can't believe we got to go through all this. Hold on real quick. Let me take my BC powder for... I'm coming. I just need to take my BC powder before we get into it, because once I start taking notes, I ain't going to want to quit. Hold on. Okay. We ready. We ready. Have mercy, God. I said this is courtesy of Giorgio Says, fair use and all that, because we do have to get through it. I'm just grateful that he had the info, and we're going to dig into this thing. Hey, Catherine Bennett, you right on time. We about to start this phone call. Y'all get your pens at the ready. Get your pens ready, y'all. Your pens and your paper. Get ready to start your engines. I hope y'all are prepared. And be prepared, too, that we're going to be stopping periodically, okay? To make sure everybody's up on what's happening. Okay, let's go. Hello. Hi, Marcus. Got a cold. Hey, Angela. How are you? So, Marcus, you know they want receipts. So, you have to give me something, but I still want you to be safe, but you still have to give me something. It doesn't have to be, Hello. Hi, Marcus. Got a cold. Hey, Angela. How are you? So, Marcus, you know they want receipts. So, you have to give me something, but I still want you to be safe, but you still have to give me something. Hello. Hi, Marcus. Got a cold. Hey, Angela. How are you? So, Marcus, you know they want receipts. So, you have to give me something, but I still want you to be safe, but you still have to give me something. It doesn't... Hello. Hi, Marcus. Got a cold. Hey, Angela. How are you? So, Marcus, you know they want receipts. So, you have to give me something, but I still want you to be safe, but you still have to give me something. It doesn't have to be, I don't want it to be like this, but what do you think? I'm just, it's a lot right now with my family. They're not very happy, Angela. Mm-hmm. And to give me something. It doesn't have to be, I don't want it to be like this, but what do you think? I'm just, it's a lot right now with my family. They're not very happy, Angela. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. To give me something. It doesn't have to be, I don't want it to be like this, but what do you think? I'm just, it's a lot right now with my family. They're not very happy, Angela. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, did you tell her? They were just, no. Did someone tell her? Yeah. It doesn't have to be, you know, I don't want it to be like this. But what do you think?
I'm just it's a lot right now with my family. They're not very happy, Angela. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like.
Did you tell her?
They were just. No.
Did someone tell her? Yeah.
I don't know. Not from me.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's a lot right now with my family. They're not very happy, Angela. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like.
Did you tell her?
They were just. No.
Did someone tell her? Yeah.
I don't know. Not from me.
Okay.
But I don't know. They're all confused as to where y'all's beef is at. It's a lot right now with my family. They're not very happy, Angela. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like.
Did you tell her?
They were just. No.
Did someone tell her? Yeah.
I don't know. Not from me.
Okay.
But I don't know. They're all confused as to where y'all's beef is at.
I never knew. I just met her. I don't know anything about her. I had no beef with her. I don't even know who she is.
And I don't know, like.
Did you tell her?
They were just. No.
Did someone tell her? Yeah.
I don't know. Not from me.
Okay.
But I don't know. They're all confused as to where y'all's beef is at.
I never knew. I just met her. I don't know anything about her. I had no beef with her. I don't even know who she is. You know what I mean? So.
I don't know. Not from me.
Okay.
But I don't know. They're all confused as to where y'all's beef is at.
I never knew. I just met her. I don't know anything about her. I had no beef with her. I don't even know who she is. You know what I mean? So.
I don't know. They're all confused as to where y'all's beef is at.
I never knew. I just met her. I don't know anything about her. I had no beef with her. I don't even know who she is. You know what I mean? So.
I truly didn't know either. I was like, I didn't know if you met her in the past or like, they're all confused as to where y'all's beef is at.
I never knew. I just met her. I don't know anything about her. I had no beef with her. I don't even know who she is. You know what I mean? So.
I truly didn't know either. I was like, I didn't know if you met her in the past or like, I didn't know.
So how are you guys related?
Ever wondered what your home looks like from?
No, I ain't wondering nothing. I'm wondering why this conversation is so weird.
We're not related. Know if you met her in the past or like, I didn't know.
So how are you guys related?
We're not related. My family went to school with her.
Do you know Nene and all them?
Nene is my third cousin.
Oh, but does she claim you? Does she claim you?
I've only met Nene 3 times.
Okay, so we're going to pause here. Y'all let me know if everybody's up to date on what we got so far. Hey, Cheryl. Are y'all up to date on your notes? Do we need to run any of this back before we go into the asinine conversation about Nene and who's some kin to Nene? Hey, Miss Kaiser, so say, hey, Makeup Addict. Hey, Dimitri. Hey, Coco Mahogany. And anybody else who done slid in, welcome. If y'all new, please put FTL or first time live in the chat so we can welcome you. We still welcoming folks. We glad to have you, but we got to get this story straight on what exactly is being said and what's going on. So far, what I got, right, two weirdos wasting air. Linda V says she sound too calm. Yeah. And see, I'm going to tell you, they wasting air, but this is what you can't skip past, Catherine. This is why I do what I do. This is why I sit down and you'll see me go over a statement multiple times. It's so I can listen to every word that's being said and what's not being said. Even when people are talking in circles, they still give away things. They still give away things when they're talking in circles, when they're doing word salads, when they saying stuff and it sound like they saying a whole bunch of nothing. You can still peep what you peep. You feel me? So after they greet each other, Angela went straight into, yeah, too darn calm. That's what happens when people is plotting and going on. You understand? But I don't want to jump to no conclusions. I want to just get it straight. Y'all, Miss Sparkle is here. This is our resident Mary Kay lady. If you need your Mary Kay, holler at Miss Sparkle. She can put the link in the chat, to help y'all out if you're trying to get yourself together. Deborah, hey girl. All right. Yeah, you driving. Don't text while you driving. So after they greet each other, Angela goes straight into it. She goes, they want receipts. So you have to give me something. I still want you to be safe, but you have to give me something. I still want you to be safe. Safe how? I don't understand that. Want you to be safe. Now, y'all know last night, the information that Alex put out, we saw the messages where she was saying she was trying to protect him, protect you, be safe, protect you, be safe. The audio we heard earlier where she was saying, be authentic, say it in a way where you feel, where you're protected and I'm protected. What is this protected and safe talk? Protected from who? Because that still wants you to be safe. That's sticking out at me. Those are not wasted words. It sounds like a lot of nothing, but carefully placed words is a reason for them, right? She's like, I don't want it to be like this, but what do you think? You don't want it to be like what? See this? Let me tell you something. Y'all know that I ain't never fronted with you. I done been around all types of people. I'm talking about the low down, the dirty, the crooks and all. And I done been crooked when I was a child. You understand what I'm saying? When I was young, I did a lot of little sideways stuff. And I know what it sounds like when somebody's on the phone and they talking about doing something, but you scared to say what it is on the phone in case the people listening. See, so not only was she being careful and using a burner phone or an app to do the texting and calls, she also was trying to make sure she didn't say too much to give herself away. And the fact that you that careful with it, it tells me you done did some stuff before. And I'm not judging because I done told y'all I done did some stuff before. But this is giving experienced. This is giving you got experience. Okay? When she said I don't want it to be like this, like what? What is it like, Angela? What are you trying to imply but not say? Auntie Kim saying production wants the proof. Probably so. More than likely. But something is not right. Hey, Aries son, thank you for being like number 43. Y'all like this video. Then she says, after she says, I don't want it to be like this, but what do you think? It's just, and so then he says, it's a lot right now with my family. They're not happy, Angela. And I don't know, like, she jumps back in and says, did you tell her? So at this point, we haven't heard a name, but we know where it's going, right? But we only gonna go with what we're hearing in each segment. Did you tell her? He says no. And Angela says, well, did someone tell her? And he says, I don't know. Not for me. Angela says, okay. And then it's like, tell her. What is there to tell her? Either she did it or she didn't do it. You don't have to hide something from somebody who did it. Did you tell her what? What did you tell her? What is there for him to tell her, Angela? If she did something, you don't have to tell her she did it because she would know she did it, right? Right, Auntie Kim? Thank you. Now you with me. They talking in circles for a reason. Let me tell you something. Clean hands don't need cover. Clean hands don't need cover. Clean mouth don't need code. Why are you talking in code? Either we telling the truth or we not. You understand? So he say, not for me. He said, I don't know, not for me. She says, okay. Marcus says, they're all confused as to where y'all beef is at. So apparently he done said something to his people them about what she want him to say or something concerning it. We don't know what it is, but something concerning it. Because we only going to talk about what we hear, not what we assume, right? Then she says, I never knew her. I never knew her. You know, I just met her. I don't know anything about her, right? He says, I didn't know. I didn't know if you met her from the past or whatever. Then they get into this Athens talk, and she's asking, is he related to her? And he's like, no, some of my people went to school with her, but I don't know her. He said he was related to Nene. She asked, did he know Nene? And he said, I'm her third cousin. And she says, does she claim you? Because Nene don't claim nobody. And he was like, I think I met her a couple times. So that's where we are. And let's get back into this 15-minute phone call. Okay.
Oh, but does she claim you? Does she claim you? I've only met Nene 3 times. Once at a cookout, and she did not say hello to me, so I don't know. Yeah, so she doesn't claim anybody. Right, exactly. So, it's, Athens is a small town, girl. I know. I'm sure you know, it's a very small town, and everybody kind of knows everybody there, and everybody too also kind of protects everybody there. I get it. So I want you to still be in good graces with your family, but I still have to protect myself, and I want you to be protected. But I didn't lie on you, but you lied on me. So
listen, I want you to be, how she said that? Let's make sure we got this right. That lady said, I want you to still be in good graces with your family. With your family, and want to protect you, but I got to protect myself and want to keep you protected. But I didn't lie on you, but you lied on me. So this is assumed. Okay, so now I think this clears up whether she initially came to him or he initially came to her. Hey, Magaline, thank you for being 48. Hey, Sadly Mistaken. So we cleared that up. He did approach her just like his friend said. His friend last night, for those of y'all who didn't watch last night's live, his friend Alex that was with him at the event, the initial event, and the one that was with him when he sat down with Angela and Drew, released his information last night. And he said that this man took it on himself to run up on Angela. Thank you for being 51, Sadly Mistaken. And so now we getting confirmation during this phone call when Angela said, I didn't lie on you, you lied on me. Now, mind you, Angela, that's not entirely true because he didn't lie on you. If he lied at all, he would have lied on your husband. Now, according to what the friend put out last night, he didn't even lie on your husband. He just switched up and said that it wasn't your husband because you was blackmailing him with his criminal record of sexual assault. But that's neither here nor there. We'll get back to that later. But y'all hear that, right? So at least it looks like Angela didn't go looking for this man to pull the whole stunt. It looks like the man did what he did and she took her opportunity, if anything. Because she's saying that you lied on me and I did not lie on you. So we're hearing what she's saying in the moment. Okay? Let's go. But I didn't lie on you, but you lied on me. So you have to just make it right. And I did. And I want you to understand, she said you have to make it right. There's no make it right. The only make it right is to say, hey, what I said wasn't true. But okay, let's keep listening. Truly meant that apology I gave you the other day. Mm-hmm. I couldn't even eat for like 24 hours, Angela. I felt disgusted that happened. Mm-hmm. And so what was it like? Was it a phone call like, hey, I need you to meet me here? Because how did it come about? And I know at the table you said, well, you know how this goes. I truly don't. I don't know how this works. So she says, was it a phone call? Hold on. I need more room. She said, so was it a phone call? I hope y'all taking notes too, so we can make sure we got this straight. Did it come about? And I know at the table you said, well, you know how this goes. I truly don't. I don't know how this works. Did that happen?
person. Mm-hmm. And so what was it like? Was it a phone call like, hey, I need you to meet me here? Because how did it come about? And I know at the table you said, well, you know how this goes. I truly don't. I don't know how this works. I don't know how it works. Yeah, they done threw you in it, girl, because you new to the reality world, and did it come about? And I know at the table you said, well, you know how this goes. I truly don't. I don't know how this works. I don't know how it works. Yeah, did it come about? And I know at the table you said, well, you know how this goes. I truly don't. I don't know how this works. I don't know how it works. Yeah, they done threw you in it, girl, because you new to the reality world, and I have done reality TV before, and I know how dark it can get. Mm. And I know that people are always looking for the next thing. You know how that is. They're like, how can I get this? Or how can I secure this next season? Or how can we parlay this into a brand deal? I don't know. All these things. Mm-hmm. Clearly, I didn't last well because I only did one season of reality TV, girl. So I know, but no, anybody that's done this before, the biggest thing they never want to give you is any receipts that you can use against them, right? Mm-hmm. So a brand deal, I don't know, all these things. Mm-hmm. Clearly, I didn't last well because I only did one season of reality TV, girl. So I know, but no, anybody that's done this before, the biggest thing they never want to give you is any receipts that you can use against them, right? Mm-hmm. So there was nothing that I can show you physically as far as like a text or a phone call or anything, mm-hmm. because all this is done in person. Mm. Like I don't know if, and I'm saying this between you and I hope you mm-hmm. take what I'm saying as truthfully as possible, is that the other day when we met, I did truly feel a lot of disregard for what happened and what was said because, marriages have their own complications, and to throw something like that in there, it just makes it more difficult. Yeah, it is a lot. And at your expense, you're right. And so I don't know if there's something that I can, I hate to say put together or make something.
Now, I want y'all to hear this before we get to him talking about putting something together and making something up. So he's saying, I don't have receipts. You know how it goes. Well, they were both recording, Shakuru. And at this point, we know both of them hoes is lying. Him and Angela. Both of them lying. And they both recording each other. Because he was on speaker and had his friend Alex recording. And she was recording too. Black Smile, thank you for being number 52. Thank you. Thank you. DT in the house. Thank you. But yeah, we're going to get to the rest of this before we get to the making up some stuff. Okay? Because what's clear is there's some lying going on, and I feel like both of them lying. Something ain't right. So he's saying, I don't have receipts. You know how it goes, and you know how it is. It's a whole lot of that. You know how it is. You know how it goes talk. And, if something like this, it would never be like a phone call or a text. It would be like to meet you. So then there would be a text or a phone call saying, meet me somewhere. Just like all them phone calls and text messages from Angela and Drew. So if there was something on Phaedra saying, hey, meet me here, meet me there, why are we not at least seeing a phone call or a text saying, meet me here, meet me there? The only thing we've seen from Phaedra is where his friend Alex sent Phaedra the emails letting her know that y'all was up there plotting. Oh, Shakuru girl, it gets deep. That's right. You wasn't live with us last night. We had a live that went late last night. Honey, Marcus' friend aired out Angela and Marcus. He done told on both of them. So now we gonna get through it. We ain't even got through it. Ellie. No, this is the phone call with no cuts, baby. This the whole call, all 15 minutes. All 15 is what we got now. So now we're gonna get down to it. But I just wanted y'all to hear, Mr. I don't have receipts, because it wouldn't be a text or a call, because people don't want to give you nothing you could use against them, and no receipts. But it would be in person. How the hell they gonna meet you in person without texting or calling you, telling them to meet you in person? Somehow or another, it's gonna have to be some type of contact. Unless y'all in the CIA and y'all chalking mailboxes and you know how to read the chalk on the mailbox to tell you where to meet them at, that don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. But okay, let's go, because I'm telling y'all, I told y'all we was gonna break this whole phone call down. But it's not edited out, Ellie. This is the full 15-minute call. I know that would be nice for people who want to, believe one narrative or another. We don't do narratives over here. We do the truth, the whole truth and nothing but, and we're going to dig into it. So if one line or the other line or both of them line, we about to find out today. We're going to find out today. Okay? So let's get off in there.
That I hate to say put together or make something fake, but
put together, make something fake. Hold on, let's run it back again. Come on.
Know if there's something that I hate to say put together or make something fake, but I do want something that legitimizes what we're both saying.
Okay. But I do want something that legitimizes what we both saying. I'm going to run that back. And I'm not apologizing. I need y'all to hear this, and I need to write down exactly how the exact way that he's saying this.
Together or make something fake, but I do want, and so I don't know if there's something that I hate to say put together or make something fake, but I do want something that legitimizes what we're both saying. Okay, I agree. And I don't, so what is, okay, so I guess it could be who.
What the hell she means she agree? Y'all, am I bugging? Because I'm about to run it back. Did she say she agree? Did she say she agree? See? Hey, Mark. Did she just say she agree? Hey, Peanut. All right, Deborah, you home? Good thing you home. Cause see that they're running up my pressure. My head hurt. I'm about to have to take another BC powder.
That legitimizes what we're both saying. Okay, I agree, and I don't. So what is okay? So I guess it could be who do you know that she knows, and then that, because they want to know. They want to know more about you, and I'm not willing to do that. I am not willing to do that. And I am not willing to do that.
So wait a minute, Angela. Hold on, Hattie. So she say, I agree. Ain't no parts of this missing. Ain't no part of this missing. This phone call started from hello. Barbara, this is Shirley. Ain't nothing missing. Y'all can slap it up, flip it, and rub it down. Ain't a goddamn thing missing. She said, I agree. Y'all gonna stop this foolishness today. We're not doing it today. Not today, we not, because I'm sick of these hoes lying. And I'm going to just tell it to y'all blood raw. I am sick of them lying. Hey, vet. So he said, I hate to say, put something together. Put together something or make something fake. But I do want something that legitimizes what we are both saying. What the hell you mean legitimizes what we're saying? You either telling the truth or you not telling the truth. Because I'm listening, Ellie. That's how I know. Ain't no breaks in the sound, not no break in the background sound and nothing else. And I ain't trying to get at you, but my nerves is bad. My nerves is bad. And I'm irritated that I've been sick for the last 3 days and I got to keep coming in here because these hoes is lying. So no, I ain't got no patience today. My ears work and my eyes work real good too. He said, I hate to say put something together or make something fake, but I do want something that legitimizes what we both saying. She said, okay, I agree. It don't sound choppy because I'm listening. I ain't heard not one breaking background noise or them talking. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And we not having no lies in my chat. And I mean that for everybody. That ain't even just at you. This is at everybody because at this point I'm sick of the lying. I'm not tolerating no lies whatsoever. Go somewhere else and tell a lie. And I mean it. Today is not the day. She said, I agree. Okay. Maybe it can be, who do you know that she know? Because they want something. We still ain't figured out who the hell they is. Who is they that they wanting something? But she said she agreed to that and saying that they want to know who you are, and I'm not willing to do that. And he said, thank you. You know, please don't. Y'all gonna hear the rest of that. So my thing is, you not willing to tell us anything about him, or so you were claiming, but you was in perfect agreement with him putting something together, making something fake to legitimize what the hell you two lying Negroes is up here saying. Now they getting on my nerves. Let me tell y'all something. I'm real close to not even reviewing this show no more. Because I'm tired of this. Every time we turn around, we can't even just review the show in peace and talk about what's on the goddamn screen. Because every time we turn around, y'all lying, putting together some stuff, spitting and gluing and thumbtacking something together. Listen, let me not say we, because maybe y'all cool with it. I'm tired. I am. I have had it. I am this close to not even reviewing this show no more. Because I do believe production is helping them do the stuff they doing, and they perfectly cool with telling lies and setting up stuff. I'm not okay with it. I don't know how y'all can take this stuff and it don't upset you and piss you off, but it pisses me off because I feel like by the time you looking for us to review these shows and repeat narratives that y'all are cooking up that are not real, now you asking me to take part in the lies you telling too. Now you asking me to help you tell lies and repeat the lies that you told. And you not finna include me in nothing. I got my own sins to answer for, and I be John Brown if I'm gonna answer for yours too. Now I don't know who raised y'all. I don't know who your mama is. I don't know who your God is. But I'm not finna keep doing this. Now, this is pissing me off, and I ain't trying to be funny with nobody. If you looking for a lie, you want to come up in here and spout lies, you better find something safe to do, like playing in traffic or tongue kissing a pistol. Not in my chat, not today. And I mean it. I am pissed with these people every time, every goddamn season. Lie, making up stuff. I done had it. Now, y'all, listen, I ain't trying to talk cute, nothing else. I done had it. So we going to get through it, and we probably going to have to run it back a second time. And I'm telling you that ahead of time, too.
They want to know more about you, and I'm not willing to do that. I am not willing to do that. And I am not willing to do that. No. Please don't. I do not want to do that. It just needs to be, it needs to make sense. It needs to be, who do you know that she knows that I can say that, you know them, or I don't know.
What the hell she just say? Let's run that back. See, I'm tired of this.
It needs to make sense. It needs to be, who do you know that she knows that I can say?
What do you mean it needs to be, who do you know that she knows that I can say? Why are you having to say anything, Angela? Either this is true or it's not.
I do not want to do that. It just needs to be, it needs to make sense. It needs to be, Who do you know that she knows that I can say that, you know them? Or I don't know, but I really need to get it home and you're still safe. And I know Phaedra is probably looking out for you too, but she couldn't have been, she's the one, and I'll text you the picture, who told me your name and where you worked.
Now we get her saying Phaedra is looking out for, I think that Phaedra's looking out for you too, but she can't because she's the one, and I can send you the picture, and she's the one, and I'll text you the picture who told me your name and where you work. I want y'all to bear in mind this the same Angela that told, listen, Mark, don't be in here talking about no goddamn Diddy. We don't give a darn about Diddy right now. We tracking down lies by RHOA. Now, it's some channels talking about Diddy, and I advise you to get to them. Here. So, this the same Angela told us that it's some people that care about her that told her, and they tracked them down, and they said that, and he told her that he was paid to be there. We not hearing that ain't true. Hey, Tigers 456, yeah, down to the June bug. Now she's telling him, like she said on the show, that Phaedra the one gave her the name and the whatever of the man. And I'm just like, okay, so she's telling him that, and don't worry, y'all gonna hear the rest. Y'all gonna hear the rest. Okay? Give him a second and let's go.
Looking out for you too, but she couldn't have been, she's the one, and I'll text you the picture, who told me your name and where you worked. So that's why it's like,
she's the one that told you?
Yeah, I'll send you the picture when she called me.
But you know what? And this is why, too, I also say this, and this is between you and I, Angela, is you want to protect yourself in this space based on what you know, because I have been down the road. This is between you and I, Angela, is you.
So that's why it's like,
she's the one that told you?
Yeah, I'll send you the picture when she called me.
But you know what? And this is why, too, I also say this, and this is between you and I, Angela, is you want to protect yourself in this space based on what you know, because I have been down the road before where people in your circle, as far as the protect yourself in this space based on what you know, because you know what? And this is why, too, I also say this, and this is between you and I, Angela, is you want to protect yourself in this space based on what you know, because I have been down the road before where people in your circle, as far as what, and this is why, too, I also say this, and this is between you and I, Angela, is you want to protect yourself in this space based on what you know, because I have been down the road before where people in your circle, as far as the producers and people like that, are going to tell you what you want to hear in the moment. And this is why, too, I also say this, and this is between you and I, Angela, is you want to protect yourself in this space based on what you know, because I have been down the road before where people in your circle, as far as the producers and people like that, are going to tell you what you want to hear in the moment, and not always have the best interest. Angela, is you want to protect yourself in this space based on what you know, because I have been down the road before where people in your circle, as far as the producers and people like that, are going to tell you what you want to hear in the moment, and not always have the best interest of you, because they're also looking out for their backs too,
right?
You know,
yeah.
And is you want to protect yourself in this space based on what you know, because I have been down the road before where people in your circle, as far as the producers and people like that, are going to tell you what you want to hear in the moment, and not always have the best interest of you, because they're also looking out for their backs too,
right?
You know,
yeah.
And I only say that because when we left that event on Tuesday, I had a
Hold on.
between you and I, Angela, is you want to protect yourself in this space based on what you know, because I have been down the road before where people in your circle, as far as the producers and people like that, are going to tell you what you want to hear in the moment, and not always have the best interest of you, because they're also looking out for their back too,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
And I only say that because when we left that event on Tuesday, I had a 20-ish minute conversation with, I think she's the EP. I can't remember her name. Hispanic girl.
Hispanic. Oh, okay.
Maybe she's white, but she looked at you, because they're also looking out for their back too,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
And I only say that because when we left that event on Tuesday, I had a 20-ish minute conversation with, I think she's the EP. I can't remember her name. Hispanic girl.
Hispanic. Oh, okay.
Maybe she's white, but she looked kind of Hispanic.
Oh, okay. Hold on, we got to get past the commercials. Y'all, this is a mess.
She's not Hispanic?
I don't know who you're talking. I'm trying to see. She's not. The EP is not Hispanic. You met everybody who was at that scene.
She was sitting out there with the girl who had a baby there.
Who had a baby? Oh my gosh. Okay,
It was one of the producers, girl. She had a baby.
No, I didn't see anybody with a baby at the event.
I swear, I'm like, they weren't inside. They were outside after I left.
Okay, and so what happened? What did she tell you?
But we talked for.
Gosh, okay.
It was one of the producers, girl. She had a baby.
No, I didn't see anybody with a baby at the event.
I swear, I'm like, they weren't inside. They were outside.
Gosh, okay.
It was one of the producers, girl. She had a baby.
No, I didn't see anybody with a baby at the event.
I swear, I'm like, they weren't inside. They were outside after I left.
Okay, and so what happened? What did she tell you?
But we talked for like a hot minute.
Gosh, okay.
It was one of the producers, girl. She had a baby.
No, I didn't see anybody with a baby at the event.
I swear, I'm like, they weren't inside. They were outside after I left.
Okay, and so what happened? What did she tell you?
But we talked for like a hot minute about a lot of things, and so I feel like it's very.
Gosh, okay.
It was one of the producers, girl. She had a baby.
No, I didn't see anybody with a baby at the event.
I swear, I'm like, they weren't inside. They were outside after I left.
Okay, and so what happened? What did she tell you?
But we talked for like a hot minute about a lot of things, and so I feel like it's very interesting that certain details got back to you, and they're saying, "Oh, this came from Phaedra."
No, Phaedra called me. Gosh, okay.
It was one of the producers, girl. She had a baby.
No, I didn't see anybody with a baby at the event.
I swear, I'm like, they weren't inside. They were outside after I left.
Okay, and so what happened? What did she tell you?
But we talked for like a hot minute about a lot of things, and so I feel like it's very interesting that certain details got back to you, and they're saying, "Oh, this came from Phaedra."
No, Phaedra called me.
No, I know.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like producer girl, she had a baby.
No, I didn't see anybody with a baby at the event.
I swear, I'm like, they weren't inside. They were outside after I left.
Okay, and so what happened? What did she tell you?
But we talked for like a hot minute about a lot of things, and so I feel like it's very interesting that certain details got back to you, and they're saying, "Oh, this came from Phaedra."
No, Phaedra called me.
No, I know.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, I feel like they gave that information to Phaedra, who gave it to you. Producer girl, she had a baby.
No, I didn't see anybody with a baby at the event.
I swear I'm like, they weren't inside. They were outside after I left.
Okay, and so what happened? What did she tell you?
But we talked for like a hot minute about a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like it's very interesting that certain details got back to you and they're saying, oh, this came from Phaedra.
No, Phaedra called me.
No, I know. Okay. But what I'm saying is I feel like they gave that information to Phaedra who gave.
Mm-hmm. So are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this? So what is shaping up like is he tried to tell her what time it was. She didn't want to hear it. She playing crazy because it ain't what she wanted to hear. See this right here? Okay, so sis on the phone say y'all doing dirty with the likes. So let me know right now in the chat, show of hands by pressing 1. If y'all want me to continue, press 1 and hit the like button. If y'all don't want me to continue, you can press 2 and we'll just go to Patreon. And everybody who got Patreon, we'll dissect it over there. Because I'm doing it out here for the free. And all I need is likes. I ain't asked y'all for no cash apps or nothing. If y'all want to continue, hit the 1 and then hit the like button. I'll wait. Because see, now we getting into the meat of the matter. Now we getting down to the meat of the matter, the meat and the potatoes. This boy is telling her flat out that it's production. Angela is on the phone with him declaring that it must be Phaedra. And see, we getting down to the real lowdown and the dirty. And if y'all can't hit that like button, let a girl know. Thank you, Shakuru. I understand people be forgetting, and thank you for showing love when you realize you forgot. Because we getting down to it. And if y'all don't appreciate me taking my time with my headache, eating BC powders like candy to get through this, I can leave. We can go to Patreon. The people who love me can holler at me over there. DT say, hurry up, or we doing Duolingo. Not today. They're not even getting a chance at Duolingo today. If we ain't hitting that like button, we heading to Patreon. Straight like that. Tiger say Angela doesn't want us to know who Charles is cheating with. But this the thing. A girl like me, I don't even care who that man cheating with. If anything, I'm going to protect your marriage. Because that's your husband. A lot of us ain't gonna go up for no side chick. That lady that was telling them stories about Chris Bassett, found that out. Most of us ain't gonna go up for no side chick. So you ain't even got to do all that. This is uncalled for. Thank you, Brandon. Brandon say, we appreciate it. I appreciate you. Because some people will come and get your content, sit through your stuff. Some of them will sit back, listen to your content, go back and repeat it on their own channels and won't even hit a like button. Don't treat me like that. Okay, now let's get back to what we just heard. And I'm going to play it back so it'll be fresh in your mind. I want y'all to hear this. Oh, hell no. I can't believe Angela really, put herself in this position.
No, Phaedra called me.
No, I know. Okay. But what I'm saying is I feel like they gave that information to Phaedra who gave it to you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I can see how you got to that point. I definitely can see that. So we're on the same page.
I honestly, I know so, because there are certain things that Phaedra doesn't know about me that
right.
That have been very random that she told you that.
Yeah.
And that.
So we're on the same page.
I honestly, I know so, because there are certain things that Phaedra doesn't know about me that
right.
That have been very random that.
Wait a minute. Wait. He say he knows so because there are things that Phaedra don't know about him. That Phaedra don't know about him. That are very random. So he's telling her he knows that's what it is, and she's, oh, I can see how you got to that point. I can see how you would think that. And he was like, no, I know so. Let's run it back so we can hear her again, swimming around in the river of denial. Let's listen.
Me. No, I know. Okay. But what I'm saying is I feel like they gave that information to Phaedra, who gave it to you. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I can see how you got to that point. I definitely can see that. So we're on the same page. I honestly, I know so, because there are certain things that Phaedra doesn't know about me that right, that have been very random, that she told you that. Yeah. And that and I know for a fact that I had a conversation with this person there who told them that. So.
And I know for a fact that I had this conversation. Okay. All right. So now, and don't worry, we're gonna get back to it. But like I told y'all, I'm taking my time, and we're gonna break it all the way down. Okay. Thank you, Dimitri. So listen, at this point, y'all, we can't even say that Marcus misled Angela. So now I got to take back some of the stuff I said about Marcus. I still don't like you, because how dare you go up to a married woman to try to tell her anything about her husband to tear up her home. I don't approve of that. But I do have to take back some of the things I said about him, because now we're hearing that he did not mislead Angela. Can we agree in the chat? Put a 7 in the chat if we can agree at this point that Marcus is not misleading Angela. He's telling Angela what time it is. Can we agree to that? I'm going to put my 7 in the chat. Now, if you still feel like somehow he misled her, put a 9. I'm putting my 7, because I don't feel like at this point we could say that he misled her. I can't say that, because it's not looking like that. It's looking like Marcus is being very transparent. Even when she's trying to play like she don't get it, he's reiterated at this point at least twice. At least twice. Not only that I know so, he doubled down and said, no, I know for a fact. Because some of this stuff is what I said to this person that works for NBC Universal. He made it very clear to her. It sounded like he didn't mislead Angela at all. It sounds like Angela was dead set on telling this lie. And so she was not going to listen to anything regarding what really happened. She wasn't interested in what happened. Not only am I disappointed in Angela, I'm embarrassed for Angela at this point. Let's get back to it.
Understood. But yeah, so they used Phaedra to tell it to me, but unbeknownst to anybody, she was the one who...
This helper say, understood. They used Phaedra to tell it to me, because I want to make sure I'm getting her words right too. But and then this fool said unbeknownst. Girl, the word is unbeknownst. Have mercy. I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to spell the word the way she mispronounced it. So I guess I'm just gonna say unbeknownst to them. She was the one, but he's telling you she wasn't the one. But okay. I'm tired. I'm just tired at this point. This young man did not mislead Angela one bit. He's telling her what it is, and she's still trying to circle it back around to make it what she wanted to be. Okay.
This person there who told them that. So. Understood. But yeah, so they used Phaedra to tell it to me, but unbeknownst to anybody, she was the one who... And I know for a fact that I had a conversation with this person there who told them that. So. Understood.
So see, listen to how she did that now. She was trying to get him to agree to that. He still never agreed. He never misled this lady. Oh my God. If that young man hear this, I'm sorry for some of the stuff I said about you. I still think you slimy for trying to tear up somebody's marriage, but I have to take back the stuff calling him a liar, because clearly he didn't lie to her. On this one, he lied in front of them people on the camera, but he didn't lie to this lady, because she was like, Okay, understood. So if you understood what he was saying, why are you trying to circle it back around? She then says, okay, understood. So they use Phaedra to tell it to me, but unbeknownst to them, and I'm saying nouns, not that I don't know how to pronounce that word. I may be country, but I'm not slow. Okay. She said unbeknownst to them, she was the one who, and I put ... because she didn't say nothing. She was wanting him to chime in, and he didn't. He went right back to what he said, which was he knows for a fact that he talked to that person. He's back to that. Yeah, that's what she. Yeah, but instead of unbeknownst, that fool said unbeknownst. I don't even know how you say. Is it like do you spell it like OUNCE, like ounces, unbeknownst? Because like, wow, wow. Like I know you're ignorant, but wow, this is astounding.
And I know for a fact that I had a conversation with this person there who told them that. So. Understood. But yeah, so they used Phaedra to tell it to me, but unbeknownst to anybody, she was the one who wanted you to be there. So, so is it like hey, meet me here. This is what I need you to do. Have you done this before? Have I done this before for like people? Like housewife? Yeah, is this what you do? No, girl. This before?
Well, let's go back.
Have I done this for a fact that I had a conversation with this person there who told them that? So. Understood. But yeah, so they used Phaedra to tell it to me, but unbeknownst to anybody, she was the one who wanted you to be there.
Okay,
so is it like hey, meet me here. This is what I need you to do. Have you done this before? Have I done this before for like people? Like housewife? Yeah, is this what you do? No, girl. I got a whole career. Tell it to me, but unbeknownst to anybody, she was the one who wanted you to be there. So is it like hey, meet me here. This is what I need you to do. Have you done this before? Have I done this before for like people? Like housewife? Yeah, is this what you do? No, girl. I got a whole career. I'm like you. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own real estate business. I have my own marketing company. Like, I am like legit. So you are a marketing expert. Tell me how to fix this. How do I fix this? And it needs to be authentic. But you have to do it in a way that you're still protected and I am protected. Well, I'm going to tell you first off, and this is true key. You just gotta read me down the filth like you read me down the filth the other day, girl. No, but it doesn't make sense. You're not my problem anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? No, I'm not your problem, but I'm the one that presented the problem to the table. Mm-hmm. So you can still like read me, but also be like, I know you were a scapegoat. Does that make sense? Okay, so and are you willing to point wanted you to be there?
Hold on. So am I understanding this right? She's asking him to, you're in marketing, so tell me, you have to fix this. Tell me how to fix this. How do we fix this? It's got to be authentic in a way that protects you, in a way that you feel protected. I'm protected. All this protected crap, and I'm still trying to understand the protected. And then he's giving her clues and cues on how to protect. Antoinette, you got to go listen to the live from last night. I can't go back through that again. I don't have the energy. I love you, but you got to go listen to the one from last night. And he's telling her, like, you just got to read me down like you did at the restaurant. That's when she had sat down with her, when he had him and his friend Alex sat down with her and Drew. So he's telling her to, okay, you got to stage a situation where you could read me in front of everybody and then tell him I'm a scapegoat. Paige says Angela has screwed up a few words. She said Callie instead of Kelly with her slow behind. Did she even graduate? At this point, I'm questioning it. Okay? I have serious questions. And, normally I don't bother people about, dialect and colloquialisms and vernacular and speech, because on any given day I can sound very Florida and I'm not hiding it. So, I give room, but unbeknownst with the bounce in it was taking me all the way out. Okay. I'm just saying. But let's listen to this, because this is starting to get uncomfortable for me. I think this is where we get into uncomfortable territory.
So is it like a, hey, meet me here, this is what I need you to do? Have you done this before?
Have I done this before for like people?
Like housewife? Yeah, is this what you do?
No, girl. I got a whole career. I'm like you. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own real estate business. I have my own marketing company. Like, I am like legit.
So you are a marketing expert. Tell me how to fix this. How do I fix this? And it needs to be authentic, but you have to do it in a way that you're still protected and I am protected.
Well, I'm going to tell you first off, and this is true key. You just gotta read me down the filth like you read me down the filth the other day, girl.
No, but it doesn't make sense. You're not my problem anymore. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I'm not your problem, but I'm the one that presented the problem to the table.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still like read me, but also be like, I know you were a scapegoat. Does that make sense?
Okay, so, and are you willing to point the finger?
Is your bladder leak pad designed for comfortable work?
Girl, my bladder don't leak.
I really cannot say any names, Angela. That to me is putting a wedge in between me and like everything else. But I can definitely give you the breadcrumbs. You're not like you already knew, girl. You said you have 5,000.
I knew it, but what are the bread? You gotta understand the editors they don't want to protect me, right? Because
Of course not.
Okay, now we get the editors. They don't want to protect me. Let's talk about what we just heard. Okay, so, child, it's too much. It's too much. Ain't nobody gonna send me no notebooks. I'm running through notebooks like a track meet at this point. So, Jesus, keep me near the cross. She said, "You a marketing genius. Tell me how to fix this. How do I fix this? It has to be authentic. Do it in a way that you're protected and I'm protected." He's like, "True T, you just gotta read me for filth, like you did at the restaurant." And she's like, "Don't you get it? You're not my problem anymore." And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm the one that brought the problem to the table. So you can like read me and be like, okay, you're a scapegoat." She's like, "Are you willing to point the finger?" And he was like, "Nah, I can't do that, but I can give you breadcrumbs so you could like put it together." Hey, Siobhan, thank you, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you being here for me. Because this is too much. Like, I'm literally suffering. I want to go lay down. I'm tired. I didn't eat yesterday. I still ain't ate today. And I'm up here digging through this mess. Okay? So thank you for being here for me. Okay? But he's telling her, "I can give you breadcrumbs, girl, And she's like, "Yeah, but the editors." Now we get down to who the mysterious they are. So now she's like, "The editors don't want to protect me." They clearly protected you because they didn't show us that conversation between you and Marcus, Alex, and Drusilla when all four of y'all was to that table. Why they didn't zoom in on the phone so we could see what was actually on the phone that he slid to you. Okay? She said the editors don't want to protect her. So the editors, I'm assuming, are the they. The editors, producers, whoever, the people that work for them people is the they. The editors don't want to protect me is what she just said. Okay? All right. Queen, I'm going to eat something. I ain't feel well enough to fix nothing yesterday, and I just been over here tired and hurting and throat hurting and head hurting and sinus hurting, and they got my nerves hurting too.
I knew it, but what are the bread? You got to understand, the editors they don't want to protect me, right? Because she needs to be protected.
The editors don't want to protect me because she needs to be protected. Okay, why would she need to be protected? It's giving, they're telling you you're not going to be able to do this unless you got proof. They're not going to let you just come on here and say the woman did something without proof. So this is just me. We're not saying she said this. This is all me. This is just my opinion. It sounds like what she calling protection for Phaedra is they not going to let her get on the screen and just say this lady did this without some type of proof. That's why she keeps saying we need something. We need something. I don't think we need to run it back for that. I think we all got that part.
I have too much to lose to not be protected, and so does my husband. So I have to, it's a zero-sum game. I have to protect myself. And again, I need to know the truth. How I can just pull up on you guys talking or whatever. It could be something that puts you with her. And it will be just me putting two and two together. It wouldn't be nothing you would have done or said, even though she may see the scene. But it'll be like, I don't know. We have a mutual friend. I don't know. That placed you guys together.
I will say this, and this is all I'm gonna say. If cameras were rolling when Phaedra walked up to the event, she walked up to me and kissed me on my cheek and whispered something in my ear. I don't know if they have that on camera, but I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Okay, and
I will say, unfortunately for us, it was before she was mic'd.
Okay. Was anybody else there?
Yeah, everybody was sitting out there. The producers were there. Everybody was there. Yeah. It was right in front of the second repeat area.
Okay, but I don't know if that can help me. Okay, so she knows you. It needs to be, I see you with her. And that'll be that. And you could walk away. She will see the scene. And it will play in the way that I see you with her first, and then I confront you. So it's not going to play like I confront you first. And then
she is up here plotting out a whole scene. I need to try to get... I need to see y'all together. Yes, Auntie Kim, this heifer's writing a whole script. She's writing a whole script. Okay, at this point, yeah, support your host. Because I'm tired. I can't believe this. Like, what the hell? They writing a whole script. Oh, wow. Oh, Paige. Yes, girl. Perfect. Yep. I ain't picky. Anything I can write on. Yes, perfect. Perfecto. My sister looking out for me, making sure I got more notebooks so I can write notes for y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy. Her and Drew do need to go on a tour called Bad Acting, but Paige, the problem is most people are falling for this. I can't even believe this. I don't like her, but I can't believe this. I did not think this of her. Like, I don't like none of these women. But if you had just told me up front that this is what Angela did, I would not have believed you. And I clearly would have said, nah, okay, we don't like her, but we ain't got to make up no stories. I would not have believed this if I hadn't heard it for myself. I'm just being all the way real with you. I would not have believed that if I hadn't heard that for myself. This is crazy. This is nuts. This is crazy. I can't even believe what I'm listening to. Okay, let's just keep rolling.
Then I see you with her. They'll run it as though I see you with her first, and then they show what happened at the coffee shop.
Of course.
But that'll protect you. Huh? What did you say? That will protect you because it'll be like, I saw it, and now I'm confronting you, and you're...
Just imagine sitting down.
I ain't got that imagine. I'm sitting here now, and this lady look crazy as hell.
It'll be like, I saw it, and now I'm confronting you, and you're just bringing it home. But I hope it can work out between you and her because, yeah, I'm sorry about that for you.
I mean, for me, there's no deep ties, let's be honest. Mm-hmm. But like I just told you earlier, Athens is a small town. Like, that's where my...
So he's still saying there ain't no deep ties, but Athens is a small town. So basically, he don't want to have to go back home and have his face out there as somebody helping her lie on Phaedra. I'm done.
My family's from, like...
But she set you up. She set you up. Like, I don't know why you're protecting her.
And let me say this, and this is just honest between you and I. Mm-hmm. And when this whole thing came to light, I actually thought your husband had been in our restaurant because everybody said, you don't remember the day the famous retired basketball player came in. And it wasn't until later when I had to do my own research, there was another retired basketball player.
So wait a minute. So now this is the same thing he said on his YouTube channel. This the same thing he said on his YouTube channel. This the same thing his friend said. She keeps saying she set you up. We ain't heard him say that one time. Right. I think what she's saying is protect him from liability. Because she know that lady can sue him for lying on her. And she out to. I'm sick of this. Hey, Grace Porter say, my thing is y'all don't have nothing else going on in y'all life that y'all got to make up stuff. I work for the post office and I got more going on than they do. For real. She sat her behind up there doing all of this. Like literally it was he say, she say. The man came up being messy. Now he's saying, when this happened, I really thought that it was your husband. So what the hell, ma'am? Why are you still trying to... Your husband say, no, he didn't. You say you believe your husband. Why are we here, Angela? Shakura say, no wonder it was playing out like a bad soap opera. Yeah, because Angela wrote the script. She ain't good at selling houses, but now she want to move over in the script writing. Call Tyler Perry. Let him go help Tyler Perry write scripts. We don't need scripts on reality TV. I hope Phaedra sue the piss out of them. For real defamation. And we listening to y'all plot this? Are you good? And this is the thing too that's kind of like really digging at my throat, is the fact that we also hear this young person, this man who, like, I don't want to call him a gentleman because I don't like his character either, but he's literally telling her the whole way it was production. And I genuinely thought it was your husband when I came up to you. I'm done.
Get it. My husband is allergic to that season. It's a particular season, like jerk. Like my husband does not. When I saw I'm like, come on now. Like this is insane. But aside from that, I get it was another player. I need something. And do you have... I don't know. So you have to fix this. And
I'll fix it.
I need to fix it tomorrow. I need to fix it tomorrow. Yeah, we're done.
Are you filming with her tomorrow?
I'm not. So I'm not filming with her tomorrow. But there is one last scene we're doing on Friday. And I don't know. And you said you don't know if she knows. Somebody may have told her already.
Possibly.
Okay.
Did she say something to you?
No. Nothing at all.
Yeah. Oh.
Did she pay you?
Yes.
Did she pay you? Or it's just did she pay you to do it? Or is it just like, I just do this?
Pay me? No, she ain't pay me.
Oh, that was just messy.
Mind you, we found this person and he said he was paid. Did she pay you? No.
Messy.
Angela, if it's one thing I'm gonna lie on this hill and tell you, bitch, you can call me messy because it was a messy gay moment.
It was. And I say,
you can clock, Angela. If it's not one thing, I'm gonna tell you one thing about me is I'm very honest. Clock me on the messy gay moment because I was like, it was messy. It was so messy. It was so long and messy. And honestly, to be honest, I didn't even think anything was gonna come after it after security kicked me out of the Williams and Sonoma.
No, and then they followed you out of there.
I was like, that was a buzz.
So what did you?
In my head.
Your family thinks we have beef, right? Your family thinks we have beef. Why does your family think we have beef? Because they're like, why does she target me?
They don't know. They're on it. Oh, sorry, my fiance just came home.
Okay.
They don't know either. So.
Okay.
Hey, Luciana.
All right.
But let's chat tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. Figure something out, please. Please figure something out. All right. All right. Good night. Bye.
So that's the call. This man ain't told her Phaedra said a goddamn thing. She kept trying to get him to say Phaedra said something. Why your family think we got beef because she targeted me? No, they want to know if it's beef because you asking him to make up a story on her. And we're sitting here listening to this man repeatedly tell you it's production. You sat here in this call and said that editing don't want to protect me, they want to protect her. So you're saying they're protecting her because they won't just let you just randomly say this lady did something to you. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I'm tired. I am tired. Okay? Tired. I have literally had it. Tired. Because what the hell? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What is this? This is crazy. I cannot believe we just sat here and heard Angela try to write a script for a reality TV show where she runs up on him and I need to put y'all in the same place. See, what it needs to be is I need to see y'all together. Hey, one who cares. This lady is sick. She's freaking sick. She's sick. She is sick. If cheating and doing stuff like that is bothering her that much, she need to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I don't never tell nobody to leave their husband, and I'm not going to start today. But she need to pray about this because this is crazy. Yes, Venus Lacey, this crazy as hell. This crazy. I can't believe this lady is really she really like this. Auntie Kim say this wouldn't have happened if she wasn't so darn insecure. When that man stepped to her, she should have been unbothered. Right, Kim, that's what I said. She was supposed to tell him off and tell him, get the hell out my face, telling me anything about my man. That's all that should have been. This is insane. This is insane. So listen, those of you who were not in here last night, y'all need to go and watch the video from last night with everything that his friend put out, because that gives a different, or do y'all think I should play that stuff now? I'm not going to break it. If I play it now, I'm not going to take my time and break it down and slow down and show the screenshots. I'm just going to play it. If y'all want me to play it again real quick, so though if you missed last night, you can at least get that much. Let me know if y'all want me to play the stuff from his friend that his friend put out last night. Okay, Belize and JB and Makeup Addict say go ahead and play it. Oh man, I'll play it real quick. I'm not going to do no breakdown because after I get through playing this, I'm getting off from here because I don't feel good and I'm tired and I've had it. I've had it with RHOA. I've had it with the producers. I've had it with Andy. I've damn sure had it with Angela. I've just had it. And I feel like y'all should understand that I'm tired and I'm kind of over it. So let me go and pull this stuff up and let y'all see what the friend put out yesterday. And that's just gonna be that, because this is ridiculous. I'm so just disappointed and disgruntled and disgusted when it come to Angela. I don't even know what else to say, because I did not believe that lady would do this. I didn't believe that. I knew she was dishonest or whatever, but all of them lie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where I'm coming from. All these women lie. So that didn't really excite me none. I just was like, oh, okay, so she lied just like the rest of them. I didn't take it to heart. You get what I'm saying? I just did not have that impression of her. I did not have that impression of her. And I am disappointed that this is who she is. I just thought, she just be lying like the rest of them be lying. That's all. Yeah. Let me share the screen so y'all can hear the friend. Okay. Let me let y'all hear the friend. Oh, I'm having heart palpitations and everything. Yeah, this is my last hoorah. Y'all gonna hear this stuff and I'm getting up out of here. I don't feel good at all today. I feel horrible, actually. Okay. Make sure y'all where you need to be. I'm gonna pull my head all the way to the bottom because I'm not stopping to talk through none of this. Y'all just gonna get the 3 parts he put out, and that's just it. I guess we still waiting on part 4. Whenever he do that, then I'll play that too. But for right now, he got 3 parts out, and we gonna get all 3 of them parts. Okay.
What really happened? Here is what happened from my point of view. This is not to vindicate anybody. This is not to indicate that anybody did anything in particular for any malicious reasons or gain. This is just what happened specifically from my point of view. So as you guys know, I was working at this restaurant and Marcus is my boss. I started working at the restaurant early May, and about 3 weeks into May, I get to work one day. It's a normal day, and there's all of a sudden all of this commotion from all the guys in the kitchen about the fact that there's some retired NBA legend that is dining there. I don't follow the NBA, don't really care about the NBA, and with this man being retired, that's clearly before my time. Don't know who he is. This man and this very attractive, much younger woman sit down. They sit on the same side of the booth. They, share off of each other's plates. They're very engaged in one another's company. They've shared out of the same drinking cup. So it's like, it was just giving date night energy. However, they eat, they pay, they leave. Boom. That's it. That's it. Fast forward 4 months later, and Marcus asked me if I want to go to an event. He goes, hey, this is going to be this event. It's for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's going to be filmed. You've got an RSVP, so send me your email. I send my email, and boom, I get this. I get the response. I'm invited. You've been selected, whatever you want to call it. I'm there. So, again, we're now in August, and we are at this Williams-Sonoma event. I'm just here to get a little chicken and waffle, drink this mimosa, and watch the housewives kind of go back and forth. Of course, I was excited. I'm a fan of the show. Who doesn't love the Real Housewives? So, I was excited to go. So, I'm in the background. I'm eating my chicken and waffle. I'm watching them. It was kind of boring. I'm just, I'm there. I'm there enjoying the event. As we're there, I'm not familiar with the newbies. So Marcus is like, oh, obviously this one's Kelly because it's her event. And then he brings out Angela and Charles. He's like, that one at the end is Angela. And as he's sitting here telling me about her, he's trying to jog my memory about 4 months prior when we were in the restaurant and the NBA legend had came in. And it's like, I'm like, oh, okay. But again, since I don't follow basketball, it doesn't really dawn on me like, oh, that's the same guy. And then Marcus kind of pieces it together for me. So boom, I go to the bathroom. This is still at the event. I go use the restroom. And when I'm coming back from the restroom, as I walk back into Williams-Sonoma, Marcus is up to Angela talking to her, which is what you guys see on the show when he is telling her your husband's been into the restaurant with a different woman. So, of course, I'm still standing in the background. He walks back over and I'm like, what was that all about? And then he proceeds to tell me, the whole, oh, I just went and told her about her husband. And I'm like, I beg your pardon? He was like, yeah, I did, but I don't know if she really heard it or received it. So he was like, I need to make sure she knows what I'm talking about. And I'm like, Marcus, what? That's when this moment happens where he makes the cheers. As you can see, I am visibly gagged, mouth open, shocked, and gagged like the rest of the guests because I'm sorry, what? Did not know that was about to happen. I was completely caught off guard like everybody else, like just gagged. So after the whole stunt, Marcus is thrown out of the event. I continued to shop. I bought some of her products. I took a photo and I enjoyed the evening. It was over, so I thought. And I leave. So now it's the next day after the event, and I.
And let me pause. Because I done told y'all this is one of them zero play days. No Maria Pitts. This is not in response to nothing Phaedra did first. Because what you got to know, first and last, the stuff we saw on the screen, Angela did not see. That's number one. The conversation between Portia and Phaedra, where she was joking about, well, I don't even know if she was joking. Hell, for all we know, she could have not known that Charles was married. Angela ain't see that. Angela didn't know that. Angela wasn't there. The comments that was made in Phaedra's confessional got me talking like Angela. The comments that Phaedra made in her confessional saying that she was the oldest looking young woman she ever seen, Angela didn't see that either. Them confessionals ain't even filmed until after, way later. So no, this ain't in response to nothing. Angela sat down like a psychopath plotting to lie on somebody. Now that's what the hell went on. I done told y'all we ain't playing today and we ain't doing no lying and no signifying. When I catch it, I'm calling it on the spot. We not finna muddle no timelines. We not finna sit up in here and pretend to be confused. We not gonna be intentionally obtuse. We gonna call it like it is. We gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. Because at this point, let me tell it, all these niggas got diabetes. And I'm sick of it. I'm Wilford Brimley. Okay? They got liar beaters. Now they can take a pill or take a shot, but they gonna stop this mess. Or I'm gonna stop reviewing these shows because I'm tired. Now, y'all can think I'm playing if you want to. I'm tired. I'm tired of the line. I'm tired. My child was just in here. Y'all can ask her about her mama. Now I'm getting fed up with all this lying going on, and we gonna stop it.
The event, and I am at the restaurant working, and Marcus is there as well. I'm standing in front of the restaurant and I'm at the host stand. It's a slow day at the moment, and the phone rings. The hostess answers the phone. Thank you for calling. How can I help you? And she then looks over and she goes, "Hey, Marcus, there's a woman by the name of Drew Sidoro on the phone, and she would like to speak to you." So, of course, me and Marcus like lock eyes from across the restaurant. Here I am, visibly gagged again, because why is Drew calling? What does Drew want? What's about to happen now? So Marcus gets on the phone with Drew, and basically Drew is just like, "How are you going to come to my event? How are you going to come to this event and drop all that piping hot tea without getting my number afterwards so I can get the behind the scenes details?" So Marcus and Drew exchange numbers. They have a whole back and forth for a couple of days, or maybe for a day or so. But essentially, Drew just invites Marcus to go and have coffee with her. So after Marcus gets the invite to go have coffee with Drew, he was like, "Well, you have to come with me because I need you to be my receipt. I need you to tell people what you saw since you were there that day as well." So now at this point, we have also had a producer reach out in an attempt to get security camera footage from the restaurant of our good old friend Charles and the woman that he was with. So at this point, I'm starting to feel bad because it's like I didn't come to this person's event to do any of this. So I go and I look up Angela Oakley and I DM her after the event to try to kind of warn her on what I feel like is production trying to set up Angela at her marriage. As you can see here, I felt bad. I didn't even want to be in any of this. So I reached out to be like, hey, this is what I think is happening. In the exchange of our back and forth, it pretty much ended with, I feel like, her thinking that I was trying to just get a moment. And I'm like, girl, no, I'm not trying to get a moment. I'm trying to help you. I've already got my own moment elsewhere. This is not for me. This is for you. I'm just trying to warn you because I think they're trying to set you up in your moment. However, the day comes, I go to the coffee shop to sit down, and lo and behold, Angela is there. And the first thing I say, and of course you guys don't see the scene, but the first thing I say is, actually, I'm glad Angela is here because I thought Drew was being messy trying to get to your marriage. And I said, and first of all, I'm not even here to say that your man is cheating. However, this is just simply what happened the day that he was in the restaurant. And I shared the same details with her. The optics of the situation just didn't look good if he is indeed married to, somebody else. That's all there was to it. I was not being messy. I won't try to be messy. Again, I'm not trying to be on TV. I'm already on TV, so it's not like I was trying to get on a TV show. So it was just, that was just it.
Okay, part two.
So boom, here we are back with part two. As I expressed, we're sitting in the restaurant. It's me, Drew, Angela, and Marcus. And I had just expressed to Angela what I saw at the restaurant. If you missed any of that, go back and watch part one. As I was expressing to her, hey, this is what happened, she then kind of takes control of the conversation and gets a little bit more aggressive. And understandably so, because I, as a married person, you're not going to step to me about my partner, and I don't know you, and you're trying to tell me something about my partner. And that is why because that's how I would feel about it, that's why I reached out to Angela the night before via DM. You can see part one for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent Angela the DM just letting her know, kind of like, hey, I think they're coming at you because I did. I thought production was coming at Angela. She's basically like, look, I looked up both of you, and unless y'all start talking right now and y'all tell me who sent y'all, I'm going to start talking about what I know on both of y'all. So I'm like, girl, what is she talking about? There ain't nothing out there on me. If there was anything out there on me, I think people would already know it. So she kind of turns her attention more so to Marcus. And that's when she just, again, doubles down on this. I know somebody sent you. I know somebody sent you. And I know both of you have a connection to Athens, Georgia. And I'm like, I really don't. My mother-in-law lives there, but I don't really have a connection to Athens, Georgia. So then Marcus was like, okay. And and I will tell you, he didn't want to say a name. Marcus was not trying to say a name. Marcus was visibly, I feel like, as uncomfortable as I was. So then this is what you see on the show where Angela's like, well, here, you can write it in.
Actually, the problem, Kim, is that he is already on another show. It's not that he trying to be on TV. What he's saying is he was doing this to try to get on no television because he already on a show where he got the wife and a boyfriend. So he's already on the show. And I'm only stopping to, verify. We already looked at this last night. Go check last night videos. The screenshots is there with times, dates and times on them. Everything he's saying he can verify. When he saw production reaching out and Drew reaching out, he showed the screenshot with the time and the date on it where he did try to reach out to Angela like, girl, I think they're trying to get dirt on your marriage. He also showed the screenshots, date and time with Angela calling from the burner phone, screenshots, date and time where he was trying to warn Phaedra, as well as emails and email responses from Phaedra where he was telling Phaedra like, girl, they cooking up a lie on you. So this young man, everything he's saying, he done provided receipts. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Write it in, just here's my phone, write the name down in my phone. And he proceeds to type out a name, hands the phone to Angela. Angela reads it, hands it to Drew. Drew reads it. Nobody hands the phone to me. So I'm in the dark on who sent us. Because as I told you, I was just invited by my boss / friend Marcus to be like, hey, come to this Housewives filming event with me. I came with no agenda. I had no clue that anything was going to happen, let alone all of this was going to happen. So, they're shocked. They thank him for his services. And then the tone of the conversation changes dramatically. Nobody ever says a name. However, the tone of the conversation changes dramatically. And it goes from Angela being mean to Angela being very nice. And then Angela and Marcus are just having this whole kind of key back and forth, almost as if they've known each other for a while. So much so to the point where a producer steps in and was like, okay, wait a minute. Stop. What just happened here? Because it was just kind of weird. Like, what just happened here? So all of a sudden, Angela's like, now you have to get me dirt that shows that she sent you guys. And I was like, still confused because I don't know who she is and nobody's ever used her name. But it, turns out to be Phaedra is what they're saying. So I'm like, they're like, you have to figure out, you have to come up with a way to prove that Phaedra sent you here. So I'm like, wait, what? What is going on? How did this happen? I'm confused. And it's just like, I just keep getting thrust into these like situations. And it's like, I really felt like the like B character on like a show. And the main character just keeps thrusting us into these wild scenarios. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm gobsmacked. Literally, I'm gagged every step of the way, you guys. So we get up, we leave from the table after agreeing to get proof to show that Phaedra allegedly set all this up. And we're off camera, but we're in the coffee shop, and I asked Marcus, I'm like, Marcus, and this is a hot mic moment. So Phaedra, you need to ask production for this. I say, why did you sit there and lie to that woman? We don't know Phaedra. Like, what are you talking about? How did we get here? Like, there's a whole moment, and he's like, shh, we're still mic'd. So boom, that's that. Forward, a couple hours later, we are out of the scene. We're out of the, restaurant, and it's like still sitting with me. And I'm like, this is just not sitting well with me. So then I start texting Marcus. So this is the conversation between me and Marcus. If you start here, I ask him, Marcus, why did you switch up? Her husband was in the restaurant. And then he goes, she definitely wanted to be Phaedra, so I didn't know what else to say. Well, after that meeting, I'm convinced Angela knows about Charles.
Child, not in the text messages between the two of them. Did I catch this last night? Where he says, well, she definitely wanted it to be Phaedra, so I didn't know what else to say. Child, boo.
Charles, he already had a terrible image from being banned at Madison Square Gardens and the MGM. She knows what she's dealing with, and I felt like she wanted to pin it on Phaedra, and that's not right. So as you see, this is August 13th at 2:31 p.m. So then, once I realized that Marcus was actually going so far as to scheme along with Angela and actually say that Phaedra did this, I then, same day, again, August 13th at 11 p.m., I DM Phaedra Parks. Can you not see that it's her account? Well, you can see the better screenshots on Twitter, everywhere I've posted them. But anyways, this is my DM to Phaedra, where I specifically tell Phaedra, hey, I was at Kelly's event when the cheating rumor about Angela's husband was outed by my friend. A lot has happened since then, and I think they're trying to make it out to be you put us up to it. I'd love to have a conversation off camera about.
And that's the other reason why I say he wasn't trying to do TV, because he messaging Phaedra asking to talk to her off camera. He wasn't even trying to do it on camera. He just was trying to let her know, put her up on game.
What happened today? So again, off camera. So as you see in the screenshot, Phaedra never reaches back out to me. So then I actually get in touch with a old RHOA producer who I talk to. I share all of this with. I'm like, hey, can you get me in touch with Phaedra? And I mean, his name was Luke. He was apparently like her old producer on the show a couple seasons ago. So I reach out to him. So again, I mean, I'm really trying to like warn Phaedra, hey, I think they're trying to set you up, because again, I don't want to be a part of them like lying on somebody, trying to take somebody down or anything like that, because that's not cool. I didn't think it was cool when I thought they were trying to do this to Angela's marriage, the reason why I DM'd her. And I didn't think that it was right when they were trying to do this to Phaedra, the reason why I DM'd her. So now I'm just at this weird impasse trying to figure out how can I get in touch with Phaedra Parks. Figuring out how the hell I ended up in all of this, trying to maintain my friendship and keep my job. So it's just a lot at this point for me in the midst of all of this. Again, something that I did not ask to be thrust into. So come back for part 3. Okay, guys, so here we go for part 3. So at this point, all of the craziness has happened. We have sat down with Angela and Drew, trying to get more clarity. That turned into Angela just stating we have to pretty much say that this was Phaedra. I told you we leave the restaurant. Marcus is still, fine with doubling down, saying this is Phaedra. I'm not. I reach out to Phaedra with everything that I can think of. I DM'd her. Y'all can go and look at really, really, really old comments. I was commenting under all of Phaedra's old comments, please check your DMs. Please check your DMs, because I would have really felt bad had I not done everything that I could have done, and this played out like season 9, and Phaedra got fired for something that she did not do. So, it's been about a night or two since the coffee shop. We are leaving the restaurant, Marcus, myself, and a couple of other people, and we're in my car. As we are driving to go get a drink or somewhere, I don't know, we're just going to get a drink after work or something, he keeps getting these text messages. Excuse me, not text messages. He keeps getting these phone calls from a private number. Then he starts getting text messages while we're in the car. He does not answer any of the phone calls. And then this is the phone call. The text message, can you call Phaedra? Marcus responds and asks, who is this? Then this weird message comes up because Angela was using some sort of burner phone or something. So then we got this really weird message. And then she's like, I want to protect you, which you have already heard her say in those released audio clips, which we're going to jump into later. And then again, thank you, but who is this? Can you talk? I can in about 30 minutes, had a family emergency I'm finishing up with. Is this Angela? Can you talk? I'm still with my family trying to finish up. I'm sorry, I'm just weary about who is texting me. This is Angela. Okay, I will let you know as soon as I'm home. So we wait about 10, 15 minutes, and then he calls Angela. You guys have heard the audio. The audio recording is a full 15-minute conversation between the two of them trying to scheme and figure out receipts to set up Phaedra. So you guys have heard some of what Marcus has posted, which is kind of a really grainy bad audio. That's because I've recorded that. When the situation was happening, we were in my car, and when they started really talking about scheming on Phaedra, I was like, I have to record this. So I'm trying to drive and secretly record this conversation that Marcus is having on his phone on speaker, so that way I could have a receipt. However, Angela clearly recorded the call too, because you guys have heard it from her point of view, which is way clearer. However, you've noticed neither have released the full 15-minute video, which would show both of them equally taking parts in scheming on Phaedra. Now, I'm going to double down on this because Angela absolutely held the charges that have come out about Marcus over his head. Angela absolutely was like, I will make sure that this gets out and everybody sees this if you don't help me. And you don't want that. None of you knew Marcus's full name to be able to go and look up and pull those charges. They didn't even say Marcus's full name. Marcus isn't even that big on social media for you guys to be able to find him. So all of his past and charges only came out because it was specifically leaked by Angela. So boom. I'm secretly recording their conversation. She's like, hey, I don't want to say, he's like, hey, I don't want to, no, excuse me. Marcus says, I don't want to say fake something, but we've got to come up with something. And she's like, yes, I agree. We need to come up with something to legitimize what we're going to say about Phaedra. So I take those clips and I'm like, I've got to find Phaedra still. So the next morning, as I'm getting ready for my other job, my day job, it dawns on me, my day job, I manage a luxury high-rise. I wouldn't call it luxury, actually. But one of my residents I've known for years because I leased an apartment to her mother a decade ago, and her mother is a popular blogger. So I reach out to her. I'm like, hey, you wouldn't happen to know Phaedra? She's like, yeah, let me see what I can do. I tell the blogger the whole quick skinny of it. She's like, let me see what I can do. Okay, cool. Boom. It's about an hour later. I'm in my car. I'm driving to work. My friend is calling me back, the one I reached out to. And I'm like, hey, Tammy, what's up? And she was like, hey, I got in touch with Phaedra. She's on the line. So then all of a sudden, I hear the most beautiful, angelic voice of a Southern belle. Hello? How you doing? And I was just like, well, I'm stressed, but better now that I've gotten in touch with you. So I am probably sounding like a crazy person to Phaedra, like, bitch, I know you don't know me. I am a fan, but I'm not a crazy fan, But all of this is happening, and I think they're trying to set you up again. So I'm literally on the phone with Phaedra for an hour trying to make any of this make sense to her. So she's like, well, just send me an email of what you have. Boom. So I'm going to show this really up close like this because I'm not trying to put out any of her information. But as you can see, the message is like, hey, Phaedra, I'm not tech savvy, blah, blah, blah. But this was me emailing Phaedra. This is, as you see, on August 15th at this point. And at this point, Phaedra, I have talked to her on the phone, and now she has responded. So I sent her the above email, and now she's like, thanks for sending. I'm driving, but we'll look ASAP. Woo! I finally got in touch with Phaedra, and I'm literally sitting in my car crying because I'm like, whew, let me vindicate this woman because I cannot have this single mama out here losing no job. Boom. So I send the stuff over to Phaedra. Me and Phaedra probably had we have two additional phone calls after that, kind of just talking through everything. And then that next day, Friday, I was off of work for my day job. And it's Friday morning, and Marcus is like, oh my gosh, have you seen the info and everything about this black tie gala that Angela and Charles are having? He was like, I think they're going to confront Phaedra tonight, this, that, and the third. And me and him are just kind of having a back and forth about it. By midday, he gets this text from Drew Sidora stating that Angela would like me to invite you to this tonight. Hope you can make it out. And of course, you see where he's like, I'll be there. Hopefully you guys have my back, which you saw they did because they were a part of all of this. So meantime, in between time, after Phaedra had received the receipts, and I think she had pieced together that this was happening, Phaedra then has our mutual friend reach back out to me, and she was like, I want to buy you a ticket and invite you to the gala so you can speak your truth. Boom! That's how I end up at the gala. So it's the finale night. We are dressed to the nines. I'm there. So you see, I'm on the red carpet. I've got my Getty images. It's because, again, I was an invited guest who had a ticket, and I was asked to be a part of the red carpet because I was recognized from my other television show endeavors that I had. Because, again, I was not trying to be in the midst of all of this craziness. And it's wild because it's too late. You're in it now. So it's the night of the gala, Friday, August 16th. And Marcus has been invited by Drew. Angela. I have been invited by Phaedra Parks. And now we're ready to see the sparks fly. But I guess I'm running out of time. So I guess there's going to have to be a part 4. So you guys can now find out what happened at the gala that they did not show on RHOA.
So this is where he's promising us a part 4, but part 4 ain't came out yet. I've been checking back all day. Been checking back all day to see when he gonna put out part 4 to let us know what happened at the gala. So look, y'all, this a mess. I don't have the energy for no more of this at all. Lisa D saying Angela must think Phaedra was a sneaky link. She can't though, because they said it was a young, attractive woman. I'm not calling Phaedra ugly. Do not come for me because I will scalp you right now. Okay. But they said a younger, attractive woman. Okay. Much younger, attractive woman is what they said. And ain't nowhere in here nobody thought that Phaedra was no younger, attractive woman. Mm-mm. Not calling Phaedra ugly. I'm just saying. She couldn't have thought that. Huh? Couldn't have thought that. She just felt like telling that tale. And I believe Kenya helped them concoct this mess. And that's why it's so corny. But I would not, if I hadn't seen and heard the evidence, I would not have believed that Angela would do that. I wouldn't have believed that. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I'm usually a pretty decent judge of character. I wouldn't have believed she'd have done this. While I didn't care for the fact that I caught her lying several times. To go this far and like concoct stuff, like I wouldn't have believed it. Mm-mm. So I'm really not happy. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not happy. Thank you, Arturo. My baby say, F these messy hookers. That's right. So that's about where I'm at with it. And I'm going to tell you, they don't have too much more rope with me. I'm just being honest. They don't have a lot more rope with me. They're pretty much at the end of their rope when it comes to me. I can't take too much more of this. Not if y'all want me to keep reviewing these shows. I can't take this kind of aggravation. We can't review your show without doing fact-finding missions, and we got to be Columbo and McLeod and McMillan and wife and Heart to Heart and Jake and the Fat Man. We got to do all that to figure out what's true. I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm just telling y'all I'm not. And I'm not going to be reviewing no show where y'all asking me to just repeat lies that people told either. Because not knowing it's a lie don't absolve you of guilt when you're repeating it. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just telling y'all that right now. They're going to have to stop some of this, what they're doing. They got to stop some of this. They just got to. Yvette says, so do you think he typed Phaedra on the phone because he was scared she was going to out him as an SO? I think so. And I think them conversations with Drew made it clear who they wanted it to be. And so he typed it, and then her and Drew looked at the phone pretending to be shocked. But then apparently they dropped too much because production was asking questions like, why y'all acting friendly with him now? Yeah, Sinclair, Baptiste, welcome, boo. Y'all welcome Sinclair. Did y'all welcome her? Because I think this is her first time. Welcome, baby. Let me put welcome in the chat because they should have done it, and I'm going to do it because I don't know if they did. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all spam the chat. And that's for everybody who's new. But I said before, I believe Kenya was like helping them plot up stuff. And we talked about that yesterday in the first live from yesterday. Thank you, Queena. I appreciate it. And thank you to Paige, because Paige sending me some notebooks to write on. So I feel better and I'm going to have some new notebooks to write on to keep notes, because these people make me run through notebooks because they keep lying. Plus, they fans, they know what Phaedra looked like. Right. There you go, Kim. That's the other part. They would have said that your husband was in there with Phaedra, or they definitely wouldn't have said it was no younger, attractive woman if it was Phaedra. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm not calling Phaedra ugly. I'm just calling it like I said. Hey, Ruth Ann. Mm-hmm. So, y'all, that's it. That's it, and that's all. I put the link to Giorgio Says video in the chat in my description box, so y'all can go check him out. Fair use on the call or whatever. Thank you to him for getting it. You know, people will send Giorgio stuff when they won't send the rest of us stuff. So thank you to Giorgio. Shout out to you. Thank you to y'all for sitting through it. Oh, you mean in the past? Oh, she couldn't have thought that either, because Sheree was the one going with Charles Oakley, not Phaedra. Phaedra like men that can give her status. You know, she was going with that man that used to be the mayor of Atlanta. She be looking for like some status plays. She just not starting to mess with the young boys. I don't see her messing with him. It don't seem like her MO. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But you're right though, Lisa. Maybe Angela Crazy Tail do think that. Maybe she really think that. I don't know how she could think it, but maybe she do. I like I said yesterday in the first live I did yesterday, this got Kenya Moore fingerprints all over it. But I am surprised at Angela Oakley. Jeopardizing your marriage playing games like that. Still, then you had that man there set up to do this nonsense. What if your husband had done got loose up in there and hook smashed that boy to the floor or body slammed him on top of a table and broke the table and all that stuff? Yeah, he do seem to be in love with Angela. And I feel like it's a lot of these bloggers that's being paid by her, or she's promising them access, so they trying to give her sweetheart reviews and posts and stuff. I don't do that for nobody. I don't give a darn. You can give access, not give access. You can talk to me or not talk to me. It ain't gonna change nothing I'm saying. Either you in the right or you in the wrong. If you in the right, I will stand by you, me and the good Lord. If you right, you right. And if you wrong, may God help you. I'll still be nice to you, even if you're wrong. But I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. Right and wrong don't change based on money or access. But you're right, he do. I saw another one of them today, and it's somebody I like too, that was sitting up there trying to use a comment from the comment section where Portia was talking about the candy thing with Phaedra as some kind of smoking gun. That Phaedra was guilty of this mess. And I said, y'all can do that all you want to. You need to address what Alex put out. That was before this call got live. You need to address that. All of them been skating around all morning, all day, scared to say Alex's name out loud. Because you can't dispute them receipts. You can't dispute them screenshots. You can't dispute them emails. You can't dispute none of that. Okay? And they sit up there and tell all them lies. And it don't matter because the truth gonna always come out. People genuinely seem to think she's great. I watched the panel and they still believe it's Phaedra. They don't believe that, Yvette. I'm trying to tell you, these people do not believe that. They are lying. That's like somebody saying, I believe in the city of Miami, all the fire trucks is blue because somebody said. You can show them the red fire trucks and then they get online and say, I still believe they blue. They don't really believe that. They just saying that because that's what they want to say. Those are people who dedicated to tell a lie, and it don't matter if it's a lie. Because it's against somebody I don't like, they give themselves permission to lie. And I told y'all last night, you got to stop doing that stuff. You got to stop doing that stuff. Y'all ain't got to believe me, but you're living in the last days. Just sit around and keep saying and doing whatever, like it ain't no law and God ain't watching. Just keep on. Bianca say Alex would have mentioned Kenya though, not if he don't know. How would he know who Angela's talking to? He wouldn't. He wouldn't know. Just like when Drew reached out and told him to meet him over there to the restaurant, he didn't know Angela was going to be there because he didn't know what Drew was saying to Angela. You see what I'm saying? Drew was talking with her real voice, her real phone number, her real name to Marcus at their restaurant. Meet me here. Let's talk about yada, yada, yada. At no point did she tell him, okay, me and Angela talking behind the scenes, because he thought that Drew was trying to be messy and get stuff on Angela until they got there and Angela was there. Likewise, Kenya wasn't at no meetings. How the hell he supposed to know what Kenya told him? What I said yesterday still stands, and I do believe Kenya got her fingerprints all over this. That's what I think. And I think Phaedra became a target because, one, she done messed up before, and she got a lot of people don't like her for it. Two, once they went back and reported to Kenya that Phaedra was being buddy with Britt, roommated with Britt, and all this other stuff. I think Kenya out for blood for anybody who was friendly with Brett. She out for blood. And just like Angela played Drew and had Drew using her real phone number, I feel like Kenya played Drew and Angela. Because she get to sit in the background, do her business, run her life, and ain't nobody even suspecting her but me. I'm suspecting her. Well, ain't nobody else suspecting her. And who listen to me? Don't nobody listen to me. I tried to tell y'all Angela was full of crap. Y'all ain't listen to me. I tried to tell y'all she was lying. Ain't nobody listen. And that's how all us got stranded down at the Junebug. That's how we ended up at Junebug right there. So Kenya's still safe. Because the only person suspecting her is me. And like I just said, don't nobody listen to me. Nope. So there you have it, folks. The full 15-minute phone call. The information Alex had with his receipts. And one maniacal woman who was so interested in making one lady look guilty so she don't have to feel embarrassed because this man came to humiliate her on TV to tell her husband was cheating. There it is. Whoop, there it is. So I don't know what y'all gonna do with that, but that's what we got. Let me check social media real quick. Real quick, y'all. Make sure we ain't miss nothing. Oh my. I don't know what's going on. Making sure we ain't miss nothing, y'all. I don't think we missed nothing. I don't think we missed nothing. Nope. That's it, y'all. Because I know they was somebody was in here earlier trying to make my live stream about Puffy, and I don't care nothing about Puffy. We'll find out about that whenever we find out about it. We'll get it whenever we get it. Okay. Well, that's it, y'all. Let's get up out of here. Y'all know what time it is. I think I'm gonna try to eat something today, and I'm gonna lay it down. Even if I don't go to sleep, I'm gonna lay it down. So listen, y'all know what time it is. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Live on this channel, okay? Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because we're happy to have you here. Normally, I'm a little more upbeat, but y'all forgive me, okay? I'm just not today. Not my best day. Make sure if you want to join channel membership, there's a join button beneath the video, a membership link in the description box. Also, we have the link to our storefront on Amazon so we can shop together. The merchandise store link is there. The link for my book, Little Girl, Big World, is there. Or you can go to Amazon.com and type in my first name, Seanitra, and everything that I have on Amazon will pop up for you. And the link to my Amazon wish list, complete with cold remedies and sore throat remedies. So show some love, okay? Thank you to everybody who showed support by hitting a like button or setting up a bubble. And thank you to Paige, who was my only support for the stream with notebooks. Thank you, Paige. I love you for that. So listen, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Be positive, be productive, encourage others, and make sure you encourage yourself as well. And remember, in case no one else says it to you, God loves you. I love you. And there is nothing you can do about it. Talk to you later, okay?